Hi friends, we're going to start a new book today because this week in literacy, we're going to be working on idioms, and Amelia Bedelia, if you remember, is full of idioms. Those are the things that we say that don't really mean exactly what the words mean, like it's raining cats and dogs. So we're going to be working on this week with other Amelia Bedelia books. But this is a young Amelia Bedelia book that's newer, where they made Amelia Bedelia younger and they made it into a chapter book. So this is one of the ones I had in the classroom that I'm going to start as our next read aloud. It's still by Herman Parrish, which is the same person who makes all the Amelia Bedelia books that you are used to. And this is actually book number 4. If you look, so there's actually been a few books that he's done for chapter books. So this one's called Amelia Bedelia Goes Wild. And there she is. The title page, me plus a monkey plus my zoo equals a heart. And it's got a lot of chapters, so I'm not going to go through each one. And there she is with a stuffed giraffe. Chapter 1, sick as a dog. And then she crossed it off, sick as a finally. Amelia Bedelia was sick. She was really, really, really sick. She was sick of being in her bedroom. She was sick of playing with her animal and dolls. She was sick of watching nature programs on TV. She was sick of gazing out the window at the beautiful spring day. She was sick of thinking about how much fun her class was having without her on the field trip to the zoo. Most of all, she was sick of being sick. "How's the worst patient in the world?" asked Amelia Bedelia's mother. She put a bowl of soup and a grilled cheese sandwich on Amelia Bedelia's desk, along with Amelia Bedelia's favorite fruit, a banana. Amelia Bedelia stood on her bed. "I'm all better now," she announced. To prove it, she jumped up and started waving her arms around. Quickly, she plopped back down again. "Mommy," she said, "make the room stop spinning." "Don't make yourself dizzy, sweetie," her mother said, tucking her back in. "I don't want you to fall and hit your head on top of having the flu." Amelia Bedelia began coughing. "Are you okay?" asked her mother. "This pesky flu is one tough bug." "Flu comes from an insect," said Amelia Bedelia. "That's gross. It's not fair that a tiny bug stopped me from going to the zoo. I'm missing all the cool animals." Only one good thing had happened while Amelia Bedelia was sick. She got to watch a television show about monkeys, and she learned an amazing thing. Since monkeys eat lots of bananas, they have figured out a way to peel them. Instead of starting at the hard stalk at the top, they turn the banana upside down, and then they pinch the little nub at the bottom, and the skin falls right off. Amelia Bedelia peeled her banana the way she had seen the monkeys do it on TV. Presto! It worked! The skin fell right off. Amelia Bedelia ate her banana, but she didn't touch anything else. She was too sick. Turn your banana upside down. Squeeze the smaller end. Pop and peel. The monkey method for eating a banana. Chapter 2. Not a fit night for Amelia Bedelia or Beast. When Amelia Bedelia's father got home from work, he sat on Amelia Bedelia's bed and began polishing off her sandwich and soup. "Still sick as a dog, huh?" he asked. He looked around Amelia Bedelia's bedroom. "Hey, speaking of dogs, where is Finally?" Amelia Bedelia was about to sneeze as she pointed to her dog, who had curled up on a dog bed in the corner of her room. Achoo! "Choo!" sneezed Finally at exactly the same time. "That's a neat trick," said her father. "So is Finally as sick as a dog too?" "She has no idea," said Amelia Bedelia. "Finally is a dog. She can't be as sick as an elephant." "Good point," said her dad. Hey, you aren't playing possum, are you?" "You didn't miss your trip to the zoo on purpose." So we have 2 idioms. One is sick as a dog. Sick as a dog isn't anything to do with being actually sick, like a dog. Sick as a dog means that you are like the worst sick you could be. And then playing possum, if you're playing possum, it means that you're pretending. You're like faking. But she wouldn't really fake going on the field trip to the zoo. That would be awful. "Daddy, what are you talking about?" asked Amelia Bedelia. "If I was a possum, I'd have my own cage at the zoo." Amelia Bedelia's mother came in just as her father was swallowing the last bite of grilled cheese. "Oh, Amelia Bedelia," she said, "I'm glad you managed to eat your sandwich. You need to get your strength back." Amelia Bedelia's father put his finger to his lips to signal that what had happened to her sandwich would be their secret. "I need my strength too," he said. "It's a jungle out there." That's another idiom. It's a jungle out there doesn't mean there's really a jungle outside. It just means that it's a crazy world. There's lots to do. So he's got to keep up his strength. "My office is a total zoo. It was wild today." Another idiom. A total zoo means it was just a wild day. It didn't mean he really had this zoo at work. "Sorry, honey," said Amelia Bedelia's mom. "Come tell me about it in the kitchen so Amelia Bedelia can rest." "I almost forgot, little possum," said Amelia Bedelia's father from the doorway. "Did you hear what happened today? A monkey escaped from the zoo. Maybe it's a good thing you stayed home. They might have mistaken you for him. We'd be sneaking into the zoo right this minute to rescue you." Usually Amelia Bedelia's father's jokes made her laugh. This was not one of those times, though. She really was sick. Doesn't even want to joke. Poor thing. Amelia Bedelia's mother rolled her eyes. "Come along, honey," she said. "I need help with dinner." Amelia Bedelia buried her face in her pillow. She was sick, and now she was heartsick too. The disaster was getting worse. Not only had she missed the thrill of being at the zoo on an amazing field trip, but a monkey had escaped while her class was there. That would never, ever happen again. What if she'd been able to capture it? What if... Amelia Bedelia felt more miserable than ever. The only thing she caught was a bug, the flu. She burrowed under her blankets like a hibernating bear. It was getting windy outside. Thunder was rumbling closer. Tree branches clattered against her window. They sounded like claws tapping and scratching. Her dad was right. It was a jungle out there. Lightning flashed and thunder roared. Or was that an enormous lightning bug and a lion? Amelia Bedelia tossed and turned. She felt hot and then cold. Strange pictures popped into her head. Her stuffed animals were on the move. A penguin waddled behind a koala riding on a hippopotamus. The animals gathered in a circle on her bedspread, drinking from a water hole at her feet. Suddenly, she was in her backyard. The sky was filled with enormous puffy clouds shaped like flamingos. A giant bunny and an otter peeked out from behind her mother's azaleas. The giraffe was nibbling on their garage. Then her class came walking by. Amelia Bedelia was so glad to see everyone. "How is the zoo?" she asked. "The zoo is nice," said her friend Clay, "but your backyard is way better. Help us look for the missing monkey." Amelia Bedelia and her classmates searched everywhere, and she introduced them to all of her friends. "Do you feel better, pretty puppy?" said Amelia Bedelia when she spotted Finally next to the bird bath. "I'm fine now," said Finally, "but for a while I was as sick as Amelia Bedelia." Amelia Bedelia couldn't believe that her dog was actually talking. Her cheeks burned hotter and hotter, and her head pounded, until at last her fever broke. She listened to the rain gently drumming on her window and fell asleep. The next morning, as soon as Amelia Bedelia woke up, she had the strangest idea of her life. It was a really big idea. She wanted to go to school right away and tell her friends, even though it was Saturday. She needed their help. Amelia Bedelia was certain that when they heard her idea, big idea, they would be as excited as she was. They might think it was weird or even wacky, but one thing was certain. It was going to be wild. And the next chapter is called Herd Instinct. Have a great day.